Hello children, today we are going to learn a beautiful short poem, The Snake Trying. The poet is William Wrightson Stas Ross or W.W.E. Ross, who is a Canadian poet. As you can understand by the very picture, it's about a snake who's trying to escape. Okay. So here you can see the snake is trying to escape the pursuing stick. The pursuing means following. It's actually not the stick which is following. It's the person who's following with the stick. But we are calling it the pursuing stick. So this kind of a adjective. See, pursuing is supposed to be for the person, but it has been transferred to the stick. So when we transfer the adjective, the epithet, it's called a poetic device, transferred epithet. We'll learn about it later. Now we'll concentrate on the poem. So the snake is trying to escape the stick which is pursuing it, which is following it, with sudden curvings of thin long body. So if you have seen how the snake moves, you know that it curves its body and moves. So it's curving its body and going. It's got a thin long body. How beautiful and graceful are its shapes. The poet is appreciating the beauty of the snake. See, it's very beautiful and it moves in a very graceful manner. He glides through the water away from the stroke. So it is gliding away through the water from the stroke. Stroke is the beating. So when the person is going to beat him, that stroke, it is trying to escape by gliding away into the water. And then the poet is speaking to us. So the poet described this, what the snake is doing. And then he's speaking to us. He's making a prayer to us. He's requesting us, oh, let him go. Just leave him. Now don't try to follow him and kill him somehow. Let him go over the water into the reeds to hide without harm. So let him go and hide among those reeds there, among the plants there. He will hide there without hurting anyone, and you don't hurt him. Let him go and live there. Small and green. After all, he's a small green snake. He is harmless even to children. He won't harm anyone. Even children he won't harm. He's such a harmless snake. So why do you want to kill him? Along the sand he lay until observed. So even earlier he had not harmed anyone. He was lying down very casually, very calmly on the sand. When the human being saw him, the human being took the snake and went to attack him. The snake has never come to attack anyone. So he was lying on the sand. He lay until observed. So he was just lying there calmly when we saw him. Some human being saw him and went to attack him and chased away. So till then he was just lying there, and then he was chased away by human beings. And now he vanishes in the ripples among the green slim reeds. And now he is vanishing. He is moving away in the ripples. Ripples, the movement of the water among the green slim reeds. So he is trying to hide among the reeds, among the plants which are green and slim. So here actually when he's speaking about reeds being green and slim, we should also compare it to the snake. Snake is also green and slim. Okay, the reeds we know, the water plants we know will not harm us. So the snake is also as harmless as those water plants. It's green, it is slim, and it won't harm anyone. So actually this poem is about how we should not attack snakes without any reason. We often find that whenever we see a snake, we have a fear psychosis within us, and immediately our first tendency is to attack it. So the poet here makes a case for the snake and urges us not to kill it. Okay, so here you have some word meanings here. That is, you can see the reeds here. These are the kinds of plants there. Water ripples. What is the meaning of pursuing? That is following. And look at the graceful movement of the... Now they have also asked us to compare it to another poem. And let's just see what this poem is. It's again a green snake. Early morning, the day before yesterday, under a slab of stone, in a crack, eyes glittering, forked tongue licking and flashing, a frog swelling his belly, he lay there quietly. A baby snake, 2 hands long, a green snake. Poor thing, it's a green snake, still a baby. What harm can it do? I said. My father replied, a snake is a snake. My mother, that's where everyone walks. We don't need trouble. Kill it. I can't, I said. Father struck him with a piece of firewood, chased him outside, and killed him flat. So in this poem, which is related to the theme of the poem we have to learn, you can see that the poet is a child, probably a child, and he's describing, early morning they saw the day before yesterday, under a slab of stone, in a small crack on the ground, they saw the snake lying there. Its eyes were glittering, naturally, because it's a snake and it has a forked tongue, and the forked tongue is moving. And why was the snake lying there without moving? Because it had eaten a frog. So because you know that we say that when the snake has just eaten, it's unable to move for some time. So a frog was there, and that's why his belly was looking big. And that snake was lying there quietly. It was a baby snake, a small snake, 2 hands long. Its length is maybe 2 hands long. When you take our hands, if you place 2 hands one after the other, that length will be the snake. It is a green snake. So immediately the poet says, see, it's a small, poor thing. It's a green snake. Green snakes are supposed to be harmless. It's a baby. So what harm will it do? It won't harm us. Let it go. But the father said, whatever happens, it's a snake. And the mother also said, see, everyone walks on this way. Just suppose it harms them, kill it. And I said, I can't kill it because I didn't want to kill the snake. And his father immediately took a piece of firewood, chased the snake and killed it. Okay, but killed him flat. Flat means, without any mercy. So this poem shows again how we are for no reason whatsoever. Even when they don't harm us, we harm them. So actually it gives rise to the question, who is more harmful? Is it the snake or is it man? Here we have some questions. What is the snake trying to escape from? The snake is trying to escape from the person who's chasing it. And is it harmful? Obviously it's not, because it is green, and green snakes aren't supposed to be venomous. And the poet finds the snake beautiful, and how does he convey this beauty? By speaking about its graceful shapes. And what does he wish? He wishes that the snake should escape and be safe. And where had the snake been before it was seen and chased? It had been lying quietly on the sand. So this the summary is also. And what is the poetic device, a new poetic device that we learn here? That's transferred epithet. That is, epithet is an adjective. So what should be used with one person or one thing is being used with something else. The adjective which is to be used with a particular noun is being used with some other noun. Pursuing stick. So it's the man who's pursuing, not the stick. But we are using pursuing with the stick. There are more examples. The scornful eye. The eye is not scornful. It is the person who's scornful. His eye just conveys that message. The weary road. It's not the road which is tired. It's the person who's tired, the traveler who's tired. Wide-eyed amazement. So amazement, the eyes are not amazed. The person is amazed, the eyes are just conveying it. Okay. He passed a sleepless night. It is not the night who is sleepless. It is he who is sleepless. Similarly, we had a happy morning. It's not the morning that is happy. It is he who is happy. There are more examples here. You can pause and read and understand this poet better. Okay, so based on this, we can understand something that we require for our own life. We can connect it with life. That is, are there different, we know there are different kinds of snakes. So are all snakes poisonous? And how do we know whether a snake is poisonous or not? Okay, and we also know that there are snake catchers. So can you find out something more about them, about such people? With that, we come to the end of the poem. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.